Today we are going to be reflecting upon 2022.
Yeah, it's been good. Learned a lot in a year.
So the big investment of the year is the new K2 Industry.
Every bit of fixing you can think of. It's like shopping at Sainsbury's, but with only one cashier. Okay?
In today's episode we are rounding up the year 2022 and we're going to be visiting the site, visiting our workshops, but we'll also be meeting some of the team. Quite an exciting episode today. It's always great to have a chat with Rob. Rob and I have worked together for over 20 years now.
20 years.
And we had a chat last year, so I thought it'd be great to catch up with Rob and in the design department. This is where all the designers work here who designed the oak frames and the panel systems, and just ask Rob what has happened over the last 12 months.
So we've just come back from our trip to Germany. So we went to see Dietrich's, which is our software partner. Basically, they wanted to show us all their new functions. We've gone from everything manual we can possibly do to moving towards more automation. And this last trip has been very eye-opening about how much automation we can make the system do. So that's what I'm actually looking at the moment.
What we're trying to do is, for efficiency, is to really stretch the software to try and get it to automatically do what we do as a bespoke design. So if we can automatically make the software help us design beautiful houses like this, it makes us more efficient.
Absolutely.
The great thing is always to be training new members of the team, and the Oakwrights Academy is something we're very proud of, and we are endeavouring to link with NMIT, new university in Hereford, and which is hopefully going to bring more timber engineers, timber designers through the university system. But here at Oakwrights we have our own programme, the Oakwrights Academy, and I've got Charlotte here. Rob here will be Charlotte's mentor.
Charlotte's been with us a year, so she's under my wing.
So how have you found your first year, Charlotte?
Yeah, it's been good. Learned a lot in a year. So I've gone through the process of design. We start with modelling, we work on client drawings, jointing the model, and then workshop drawings, and then it goes to workshop and site.
Yes.
So I've been working on a variety of projects, like outbuildings, extensions, porches and houses.
It's not only the design side, is it, but you have to learn how to work with customers.
Yeah.
Lots of different customers on bespoke projects. How have you found that?
The client reviews have been a slow start, but I'm getting more used to it now, and it's good to talk with the client through exactly what they want and all be on the same page about the design.
Great stuff. So what we have here is 20 years of knowledge and 1 year of enthusiasm. So for 2022 we've enhanced our panel system. We're always looking to develop slightly, also small incremental gains. But the one great thing is being the production, the actual amount of production. Through efficiency within the workshop, we've managed to increase the volume that we are producing. But also for 2022 going into 2023, or the end of 2022, we are going to be able to offer the aero barrier system, which means with our panel system, not only will we be able to give a passive house level of insulation to our houses, but also we will be able to guarantee 0.6 or lower air tightness for your house if Oakwrights are producing the whole dry shell for your home. Chloe is a member of our academy, so I thought I'd talk to Chloe about her journey so far on the Oakwrights path. When did you start with Oakwrights, Chloe?
I started in January.
So January this year, 2022?
Yeah, this year, yeah.
Lovely. What was your lead into Oakwrights?
I did product design at school.
Yes.
Really enjoyed that. Did that at sixth form.
Yeah.
And then I went and did furniture design and making at uni in
Yes.
Plymouth.
Okay, good stuff. And then started with Oakwrights.
And then started with Oakwrights.
What has your journey through the academy been so far?
So I've been in framing in the machine shop, and I've been on site. I've got a week left on site before I go out into NCAP.
So you do 3 months
Yeah.
in each department. Which department have you enjoyed the best so far?
I think for being out and about, I've actually really enjoyed site.
Yes.
I think I was shocked how much I enjoyed site.
Yes.
But I really enjoyed framing and machine shop.
You actually enjoy meeting me here at 4:30 on a Monday morning?
Of course.
Are there any thoughts you'd have for anybody who might be thinking of joining the Oakwrights Academy?
I think just go for it, really, because I was a bit wary when I first started. I've always been a bit of a worrier.
Yes.
But I really enjoyed every aspect of it. Everybody here is so friendly.
So the big investment of the year is the new K2 Industry. Last year we had the speed cut going in, and now we've got the K2 Industry, which is the most advanced Hundegger currently in the country. So we're very proud of this machine. This will enable us to make extremely complicated frames and make them very efficiently along with our design process. So I have my daughter here, Anna.
Hi.
And why I brought Anna along is we had a photograph of Anna when we had the K2i delivered, which was about 14 years.
It was about 14 years ago.
14 years. And can you remember that photograph?
No, I can't remember that photo.
So what we're looking forward to here is super accuracy and super efficiency, and that's what we need to go forward to the future. Now, hopefully you will remember this machine being installed.
Hopefully, yeah.
And what are your thoughts? You're seeing Oakwrights, as you see it now?
I don't know, that was in 14 years ago, and now, well, here it is. I mean, I'm very proud of you, and it's come a long way, hasn't it?
Well, one day perhaps you might work for the company.
Maybe.
If you don't go into drama.
No.
But it is a drama.
Yeah, maybe.
Every company or every team have a mascot, and our mascot is Dusty the cat. Now, you'll see here we're in a very noisy workshop, and believe it or not, Dusty comes in the morning, meets Mike, who starts at 5, has her breakfast, and then trundles over here. We have bought Dusty some very special cat baskets, but Dusty actually likes the polystyrene box with an old coat. So this is Dusty the cat. Sleeps all day here in the machine shop, and a very happy cat. We are gate crashing the monthly Oakwrights Foreman's meeting, and the idea here is that we work 4 days on site. So the teams here, for the pleasure of the job, meet me here on a Monday morning at 4:30, and we try and, with all the vans, we try and get away before 5 o'clock to beat the traffic, so we're working all over the country. But then, so what we do is work 4 days, come home on a late Thursday evening, restock the vans, ready to go back to site on a Monday morning. So this is the house building team here. We have the garaging and sunroom building teams as well, but this is the house building teams here. So what we really do is once a month have a recap, how's the month gone, and then also a training program. Always trying to improve what we do, what's working well, what isn't working, and just gently trying to improve the situation all the time. So last year when we visited, our storage area was under construction, and this year it's all complete. So we found over the last couple of years that getting materials has been challenging. So I spent a number of trips over to France visiting all the sawmills, making sure that we reinforce our relationships with the sawmills to make sure that we get the correct amount of timber, the volume of oak that we need, and also the quality, gaining the right quality, which is the highest quality possible, and we want to make sure that we can get that quality in good loads consistently. And also, general materials, we do not want to run out. So we have built a storage facility here to store materials internally. We have built a storage area here for all the consumable materials that we use to erect and make our houses. So last year we visited Mike, and Mike was in a porter cabinet in the old building, which were the stores.
I look after all the materials, basically, from toilet paper right up to every bit of fixing you can think of. It's like shopping at Sainsbury's, but with only one cashier. Okay? Planning and preparation is the main thing, and making sure we've got everything here that design and projects can think of when they build their houses. I buy it all, I issue it out to the person, they sign for it, sign their life away, and I want it back clean and tidy. Okay, so this is one project we've got going on here. So every fixing in here, so we have all the oak pegs, okay, and every screw you can think of, from 400 mil, like I said, right up to 40 mils with the house. Okay, then we have the tape to go on, the lead, everything. I pack it all up, ready to go, ship it out that door there, band it up, it goes on the lorry with the timber.
So this is a pack for a project to go onto the lorry, or potentially sometimes onto the van to go with the site crew to site. So just walking down the stores here, the mezzanine we built using the Hundegger, so we've built that with glue laminated beams, and that's our mezzanine for more storage upstairs. We have a very important workshop, and this workshop is our maintenance workshop. A very important person here, we have young Pete.
Hi Tim, you alright?
So Peter's just finished, so you're at college, you work with Sam who's a senior engineer here,
Yep.
but your role is, so at Oakwrights, what do you do?
I'm an apprentice in engineering and maintenance. I'm on my final year at Hereford College.
And how's it gone?
Really well. I just got merit in my second year, which was the top of my class.
Well done,
Thank you.
good stuff. What do you look after exactly here?
Everything from the site, from general utilities all the way to milling machines.
Very important person, well done Peter, well done at
Thank
college,
you.
and it's great to see the youngsters coming on through. So I'm now here with Simon. How long have you been with the company, Simon?
21 years now.
21 years. So I can remember working with Simon as a young man. We were out on a frame, Ed Sarton's down in Kent.
Yeah.
Crikey, seems like a million years ago. So Simon, you've worked your way through almost every department, haven't you, of the company?
Yeah.
And you're now in charge of?
Yard manager now, so looking after the logistics side of things, goods coming in and making sure everything goes on the lorries that's needed on site.
We are barcoding all of our sections of timber. So as the timber comes in now, every piece will have a barcode. So we can follow a piece of timber all the way through its life cycle, as in the forest that it came from, the mill that it came from, and then into the house, which house it goes into, which garage or which sunroom. And you have a scanner, do you, Simon, to scan that?
Yeah, it's a scanner. We get a list on inflow and it gives us a little pick list, and we go out and then we'll find the pieces that's needed for each particular job and we'll scan it onto the system and it gets booked out that way.
When we started, we were building in a barn.
Handcrafted, wasn't it?
No literally
CNC
handcrafted.
machines.
There are no CNC machines then. And as the years have gone on, gentle development each year, we always try and keep moving forwards, using the best machinery, the best equipment that we possibly can, and then trying to improve the process all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I expect you've probably found the process,
Yeah.
logistics has changed.
Yeah, definitely. The amount we're actually pushing through nowadays is, unbelievable compared to what it used to be.
Here, we've got a new extraction system going in, and we can see here all the new pipe work going in to take the ductwork for the extraction into the K2I there, and the extraction out from the new Hundegger. So the old equipment behind me will go, new extraction system will go in, making it more efficient, and all of the sawdust that we create, we actually send out to farmers for bedding for cattle. So that's green oak, sawdust, goes for the bedding of the cattle, so that everything is recycled, and all the offcuts are then bagged up and sold for firewood for people with wood burners. How are you using this racking?
So what you've got about 4 different columns, and on the far side you got your 150s, 160s, on this side you got your 180 squares and above. Here you've got your 200 by 250s. So as you look here, you can see you're running low on the 200 squares at 4 meters. So it's easily picked out.
So with your barcoding, you can barcode as a piece go, you know it's being used,
Yeah.
so you can look at when you need to reorder, to
Yeah.
bring a new order in for stock.
Yeah, a lot easier.
Fantastic. What have we achieved this year and what have we seen today? Well, we've had a look at the biggest investment, which is the K2 Industry. We've looked at the storage systems that we've installed. We've met the foreman, the people who actually are out there on the front line erecting our houses, garages, sunrooms. Spoken to the youngsters. We've also spoken to Mike. We've spoken to Simon, who are the older grey hairs like me. One of the most important things, I think, is the training programme, the Oakwrights Academy, which goes from strength to strength. Custom build, we are moving forward and progressing and improving all the time our offering of creating fully serviced plots for our customers. The final conclusion being really that there are things that are in our control and things that are not within our control. What we can control is understanding that from the rise in fuel prices, it is absolutely critical that we improve our offering of our super insulated houses that are not only super insulated, but with our aero barrier offering, we can now offer super airtight. So then that means that with a mechanical ventilation and heat recovery system, you can have a house that is very healthy to live in with fresh air, but also super energy efficient, costing very little to run. So the outlook for 2023, well, we will have the K2 Industry working, making our houses even more precise. We'll have the aero barrier system to offer with our houses, which will put us really at the very forefront of sustainable construction and energy efficient construction. And we understand that the cost of materials, the cost of mortgages is all going up. We know that once you have invested in a beautiful Oakwrights house, it will stand for 200, 300, 400 years and only gain in value as time goes forward. And finally, like, subscribe, and please leave a comment. We are always looking forward to answering your questions and trying to develop new videos more interesting and more informative for the future.